日本時間9月23日、ドジャースのミゲル・ロハスが米ポッドキャスト番組に出演しました。インタビューの中でロハスは、クレイトン・カーショー引退のニュースを耳にした瞬間の率直な心境を明かし、長年チームを支えてきたエースへの深い敬意と感謝を語りました。さらに、今季のドジャースが挑むポストシーズンについても言及。強力な先発陣を中心に、どんな状況からでも勝てるという自信を覗かせる一方、ブルペンの立て直しや王者として戦う難しさなど、現実的な課題にも触れました。また、自身が今季終了後に FA となることについても率直に語り、来季以降もドジャースでプレーを続けたいという強い思いを表明。さらに将来的には指導者として野球に携わりたいというキャリアビジョンを語るとともに、大谷翔平についても名前を挙げ、ポストシーズンでの鍵となる存在の一人としてその影響力を強調しました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
And we're joined by one of our favorite, the great Miguel Rojas, gives the best, most introspective, thoughtful answers. Before I get into Kershaw, though, I want to say congratulations. The LA good guy. He's a good guy, you're a great guy, and thanks for talking to us. But let's talk about Kershaw. I mean, you've known this guy for a long time. How did you learn of the news, and what was your reaction?
Yeah, it happened yesterday. I was in the clubhouse. He was sitting right next to my locker, and then Lon Rosen came to him and started talking about something that he had to do at 5:30. I wasn't paying too much attention to it. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And then after that, he told Mike Conforto and I that we're sitting right next to him. I'm telling everybody that I'm retiring tomorrow, and I was kind of shocked. That was my first reaction. I didn't know what to say. I guess I gotta say congratulations, Kersh, but we still got some things to do this year before you hang it. And I was shocked, and I still in shock because I want him to kind of pitch in another postseason, help us win another World Series, and hopefully we can win it not just for the city of LA, but for him, so he can retire as a champion once again.
But what was the mood like? Was it shock? Was it a little bit of a congratulatory mood? Just what was the overall mood by the group when you learned?
Yeah, the thing is, like, we've been talking about this the whole year. We had a really good card table game on the flights throughout the whole year. Freddie always making fun of him, like, okay, let's go for another 1,000 strikeouts. You know, like how many more years it will take you to get to 4,000 strikeouts. And then there was always conversations about like keeping the window open to kind of return next year. And I thought the whole time with the season that he's having, the way that he's pitching, like providing a start after start, an opportunity for us to win. I thought he got a pretty good opportunity to pitch next year, but obviously there have to be like reasons behind that. Family related and health related to kind of like make this decision. And I mean, regardless of what year it was gonna make this happen, I feel like he's retiring at the moment where he's in the top of the game still. You know, he's pitching at the highest level for a competitive team that wants to win the World Series, and I'm just happy for him that he have to kind of like experience all this time here in LA, 18 years of baseball in the highest level, at the highest level as a pitcher. And I feel like I'm so proud that I got the opportunity to play behind the best of our generation, day in, day out, every time that I have the opportunity to help him. And all I can say is congratulations, Kersh, on an amazing career. And I hope after we win the World Series this year, you enjoy your retirement.
I love that. Love to hear that. I was going to ask that actually, because you guys are as hungry as ever, right? You don't lack motivation, but can you tap into this just a little bit, knowing it's Clayton Kershaw's last year and wanting to send him out as a champion?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a motivation for us. You know, this is one of the things that kind of like provide a little bit more of energy when you're in the middle of the hunt. You know, like every single day you come to the ballpark with the goal of winning. If we don't win that day, we don't feel good, and we feel like it's a failure of a day, and then we come back next day with the same mentality. We gotta win a game. So for us to have the opportunity to kind of like be winners at the end of the year after the last game of the season, that's the biggest privilege that we can have for a guy like Clay and for us as a team. So I hope we can do it, and we have a really good opportunity to repeat. And we all know in this clubhouse that the talent is there, and we have the motivation of doing it.
And last year, that was such a special team. There was so much made about you guys getting together and spending a lot of time with each other. Do you get the same sense with this group that you're going to almost do that again? Do you expect being really close heading into the postseason?
Yeah, we're still close. I feel like throughout the up and downs of the year, we've been like really close. On terms of like the team and the chemistry and what we want to accomplish, and we knew how hard it was going to be, because when you have the chip on your shoulder that you're the reigning champion and you're facing these teams day in, day out, they want to provide the best because they know they're going to be facing the best. And I feel like that's one of the things that we have to kind of like learn this year, how it was going to be, knowing what we did last year, what we did in the offseason as an organization, adding a lot of talent and having all these guys that are in the top of their game, starting pitcher, relief pitching, the position players that we get. I feel like that was kind of like, okay, this is something that we haven't done before. And for me, it's not just the culture and the chemistry that we have in the clubhouse. It's actually going out there and perform every single day. It's really hard to do, especially when you have to play more than just 6 months in a year, and then coming back for spring training really early in the year. This year to go to Japan, put a good show over there, and all the travel, all the kind of all those little things, they're gonna take a task on your players every single day, and I feel like that's something that we have to kind of like overcome and prove that we're ready to do that.
Yeah, and it's not an excuse, right? It's just a fact. It's an explanation. I mean, you guys played so much baseball, had a short off season, guys having down years that have really turned around. Muncy, Mookie, the list goes on and on. Does it feel like almost you have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, a little bit of an edge heading into this postseason, knowing that you didn't win 150, 120 games like some people were saying, but it's about winning those 11 or 13 games in the postseason? You feel kind of like you're just having that edge heading into October?
Yeah, you got to have that confidence coming into the year, that you're going to win a lot of games, that's why even like that was out of my mouth, like we're going to win a lot of games, and that's always the goal, because every time you walk in this clubhouse, you feel like you have the opportunity to win. And how could you not feel like you can win a game when you have Yamamoto, when you have Blake Snell, when you have Tyler Glasnow, Clayton Kershaw, Roki Sasaki, Shohei Ohtani coming back and pitching this year? When those guys take the ball, you have a chance to win a baseball game. So that's still our mentality and our goal. And we know going into the postseason this year, who knows? We're gonna have to win 11 games, or we're gonna have to win 13 games. Regardless of the many games that we have to win, our mentality is to win that last baseball game like we did last year. We know it's not gonna be easy because everybody else in the league, 30 teams in the league now, a little less, because the teams that make the playoff, they're gonna feel like they have an opportunity to win the World Series, and it's a clean slate. Like nobody's ahead of anybody. So I feel like it's gonna be a great run, and we're looking forward for the challenge and the opportunity for us to do something special that haven't been done in over 20 years.
And there's no disappointment, right? I mean, as far as you guys, if you do have to play in that wild card round?
Definitely not. I feel like, for Dodger fans, you guys being spoiled, because this organization is been winning on a daily basis for a long time. A few World Series appearances, 2 World Series rings, and I feel like you guys are kind of used to winning a lot of baseball games in the regular season. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you win 106 like you guys did in 2017 or 18. I don't know what year it was. They didn't win the World Series, so it doesn't matter.
Last year they did win 100, you won 98, you won it all. That's all that matters.
That's what I always say. As a team, we feel like we could have won many more games, but we can really think about that, because it's not important. What is important is getting there and getting it done in October. If we don't win it all, it's gonna be a failure anyways, So for me, it doesn't matter like how many wins you get, as long as you get in and you got an opportunity to put yourself in a good position to win the World Series.
It feels like that's freeing for you guys, just to kind of know that. You mentioned the starting pitching. We know the bats that you guys have. The bullpen is kind of that area that's struggled of late. We're going to have to use you and Kike potentially out of the pen. Of course, I'm just kidding. But as one of the team leaders, have you talked to any of those guys? Because you've taken on this really incredible leadership role for this team. Just what do you think of this bullpen? Are you confident that they get it together when October rolls around?
Yeah, I got plenty of confidence on those guys, because I know they're doing doing everything that they possibly can to actually be ready for the opportunity that they're gonna be given. And I think one of the most important parts is like the accountability of the older players, that they need to be the ones stepping up. I know we got guys like Jack Dreyer and Ben Kasperius when he was up here, and I know he's gonna be part of this. And the younger guys, and Edgardo Enriquez and all that, yeah, we're gonna need them, but we need our big dogs to kind of step it up big time when the situations comes once again. And I know these guys had done it in the past. Last year we weren't really good for the whole year, out of the bullpen in the middle of the year either, and all of a sudden, when playoff time starts against the Padres, we saw what they could do. They got the confidence at the right time, and they took it from us. So I feel like offense have to do like little minimal stuff to win the games, because we knew if we have the lead after the 7th inning, we was going to win the game. And I feel like really confident that these guys and our dogs that we know we have in the bullpen, they're going to come out and they're going to be ready for the challenge.
Yeah, Miguel, you talked about winning a championship to send Kershaw out the right way. Yourself, you're going to be a free agent next season. You've had a really, really good year at the plate. You're always excellent defensively. You were injured last year early in the postseason. How much are you looking forward to having a role on this team, and what do you expect that role to be in October?
Yeah, I'm looking forward for this opportunity because I'm healthy. I'm feeling great, and I'm trying to help the team at any capacity as I can. If I have to start against righties, I have to start against lefties. If I have to come out of the bench against a left-handed pitcher from the bullpen, I'm going to be ready for anything the dog needs me. And I feel like that's the role that I kind of like embrace early in the year, knowing that this can be kind of like what I'm going to be most useful throughout the year. But at the end of the day, if I'm playing more, I'm going to be ready to go out there every single day. If it's second base, third base, shortstop, first base, whatever the situation might be, I'll be ready to go. And I'm excited to give it another chance to win another World Series and hopefully play another year for the Dodgers.
So you're hoping to come back next season?
100%, yeah. This is going to be my first priority, to sign here with the Dodgers for one more year. I want to do that, and then after that, we'll reevaluate where my career is going to go.
Everyone always says that you would make a great manager. Would you like to pursue that after your playing days?
100%, yeah. That's one of my goals. I wanna coach. I wanna kind of like put my input in like the whole kind of experience that I had playing the game and learning the game from others, and learning from coaches, learning from my teammates, playing around the best in the game for a long time. I feel like I could have a critical opportunity to help the next generation, and even the generation that we have right now, because I don't want to get away from the game. So I want to stay in the game as long as I have an opportunity, and I'm looking forward to do that. So I don't know what my role is going to be, what path I'm going to have to take, but I want to keep all the avenues open for me to kind of stay in the game and help the next generation.
Who on this current team would you have on your staff? Would you have Kershaw as the pitching coach? Would you have Will Smith? Who else would it be?
I would say Kike will be my bench coach for sure. I think the knowledge and the edge that Kike have, not many players have him in the game of baseball. One of the more detailed, paying attention to the little things, know the analytic part of the game really well. He knows the old school part of the game, and I feel like he will be a really key piece. Even though he probably, I don't know what his like future is gonna hold after he retired after baseball, and when is that gonna be. But I feel like Kike will be a guy that I want to have around. And on the pitching side, definitely I will have to lean on someone that kind of like know all the stuff that I don't know about pitching. And this is all hypothetical for sure, but definitely would like to have a guy on the pitching side that pitched for a long time, and they know the game and they care about their players.
Awesome. So you're going to be at Legends Ag this Saturday doing an appearance. All the best sports memorabilia there. Do you have a favorite piece of sports memorabilia that you own?
Yeah, I had a couple of jerseys at home that I like. I got a Magic Johnson jersey from a couple years ago. He gave us a special gift basket at the beginning of the year. I have a orange Hershiser signed jersey too from last year. I have a couple bats from players in the game that I consider my friends. Guys like Miguel Cabrera, Martin Prado, Ichiro Suzuki when he hit the 3,000 hit in Colorado with the Marlins. I have Christian Yelich there, Giancarlo Stanton, Freddie Freeman, and all those guys. So I have a couple pieces, but I'm looking forward to spend a couple hours with the Dodger fans. Always really appreciate of the up and downs and the critics and the cheers. It's always part of the game, and I love when they put you in your place when you need the wake up call. I feel like it's necessary in the game, and I feel like that's all part of being a professional baseball player.
I want to just focus on position players, okay? Here are the 9 locks that are sorted by how likely they are to get into the Hall of Fame. So Greg's list at number 9, Mookie Betts. I know that feels way far away from number 1, but this list is loaded. 290 career home runs, the definition of an all-around player, defensive versatility, 6 gold gloves, 7 silver sluggers. Mookie playing shortstop now is number 9. Number 8, Bryce Harper, only number 8. 363 career home runs, 2-time MVP. There are guys closer to number 1 that never won an MVP. But they're more versatile defensively, maybe better base runners. But right now, Bryce Harper, he's got the hardware to be number 8. Talking about Hall of Fame locks. Number 7, if Jose Ramirez hung it up, didn't play another game, he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest players in Cleveland baseball history. I mean, you can make the argument it's Bob Feller and then Jose Ramirez. The base running, 282 career stolen bases, 284 career home runs. Oh my goodness, no MVPs, didn't need one. He's number 7 on Greg's list. Another guy that doesn't have an MVP, but doesn't need one. In terms of complete package, defense, offense, Nolan Arenado has to be on this list. 10 gold gloves. And if you think, the Coors Field effect, his career high in WAR had a 7.91 season. That was with the St. Louis Cardinals. He's number 6 in terms of locks for the Hall of Fame. Number 5, Freddie Freeman. Over 2,400 hits. Over 360 home runs. He won an MVP in the COVID-shortened 2020 season. Led National Leagues in doubles 5 last 7 seasons. He's just got the fame, man. Freddie Freeman is an automatic. He's number 5. Number 4, Jose Altuve. I mean, 15 seasons in one uniform. People forget how bad the Astros were. The turnaround in this organization started with this 5'8" slugging second baseman. He'll go down in history as one of the best offensive players to play that position ever. He won an MVP in 2017. Career postseason is unbelievable what he's done in October. Yeah, only number 3. It was hard. Three AL MVPs. He finished second place 4 times. Player of the generation. You could say what Kershaw was as a pitcher of the generation. Mike Trout's the player of the generation. But in terms of historical significance, when you look back at what these players have done, Aaron Judge is a cut above. 62 home runs is bigger than you should think. The PED era changed the way we looked at 62 home runs, and that's a shame. This is the most efficient home run hitter we've ever seen. At-bats per home runs, Aaron Judge deserves to be number 2 in terms of locks, and number 1 we know. 8 MLB seasons, but 5 full seasons as a pitcher as well. So let's think about that for a second. I'm going to say those are 13 seasons in the big leagues. He's the unicorn that has done something we've just never seen before. Shohei Ohtani is by far the lock for the Hall of Fame. So take a look. It's Ohtani, then Judge, and then Trout. Now, people can argue with me that Trout should be 2 and Judge should be 3. But I just think of the power significance of Aaron Judge. He deserves to be there. Now, I really was splitting hairs because there are guys that will be in the Hall of Fame that I think, if they hung it up, are guaranteed to be in the Hall of Fame. Sal Perez, Manny Machado, Francisco Lindor. There are guys that you can make the argument are definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. It's just not the 9 most likely to be in the Hall of Fame.
I like the list. The guy that jumped out to me that you omitted, but I listen, it's hard when you cut it to 9, would be Manny Machado. He would be one for me that I think he's a slam dunk guy to get into the Hall of Fame. But I can't complain with the 9 because, I mean, when Mookie Betts is number 9 on your list, and he's a great player, but when you talk about Ohtani, you talk about Judge, those two have kind of distanced themselves now because of the last couple of seasons of Mike Trout.
I look at all those guys are going to make it. I think
DeGrom? You think DeGrom makes it?
I think DeGrom will make it, just like I think Joey Votto will make it because of the new metrics that we go by so much. But I think if there was one guy, he said Manny. I was going to say Manny as well, but Sal Perez. I mean, what he's done as a catcher in his career, he had the record for home runs. He's caught and won World Series.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Sal.
Series.
It's just when you think of who would you take off that list that's the most likely. Do you think Sal's more likely than Mookie to go to the Hall of Fame?
No, you're not.
If he ended his career right now?
I think it'd be hard to take anybody off the list. That's what's so great about it.
There are people that really want to punish Nolan Arenado for putting up the offensive numbers at Coors Field.
No, Nolan's got 10 Gold Gloves to go with that.
And the Coors Field didn't help that.
And there's a guy from Coors Field already in the Hall of Fame.
Todd Helton.
Yeah.
Juan Soto hung it up.
Absolutely.
No.
I have to put him on the list.
If Juan Soto didn't play another game today, ended his career today.
Yes. He goes on that list, and he's higher on the list.
Whoa. You think he deserves to be on that list?
Absolutely. Do you know what he did when he took a team and won the World Series at 21 years old and has continued on? Juan Soto is on that list.
He's got 1,077 hits. He's not even 27 years old yet.
Exactly. Think what he's accomplished. You're saying if they quit today, if it was in today, he's on the list for what he's done so far. For me.
You agree with
I
that?
need to see a few more good years.
Yeah. Only because he had 2 mediocre years.
Right.
It's not like it's been pure dominance the entire
He's had a monster year this year. You can look at the numbers, and he and Pete Alonso have kept the Mets relevant.
I think if you look at what he did, the age he broke in, and what he broke in at 18, 19 years old and was taking the team to the World Series.
By the end of the show, you tell me which player has to go off that list to put Juan Soto on the list.
Okay.